Yeah, all right. Hello there. How are we today? Today, if you were curious to know, is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. Today, I will be reading the second of my Rainbow Fish series of books called Rainbow Fish and the Big Blue Whale. But before I do that, I wanted to share, because you know what? It's not just fish or whales in the ocean. There's lots of crazy, weird fish in the ocean. I wanted to show you this. This is creepy sea creatures. Are these monsters? No, they are fish. Some really strange creatures live in the sea. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna show you some pictures here. This fish moves in a strange way. Talking about this guy, he looks like, are those its real lips? Looks like it wants to kiss you. That's strange. It says most fish use their fins to swim. The fins on this fish look like legs. It uses its fins to walk. Those are actually its fins, and it uses its fins to walk. This fish hides in a strange way. That one, by the way, was called the rosy-lipped batfish. And again, I don't know if you got a good picture of it. Give it a kiss. Don't really do that. Okay. This one's called the marbled stargazer fish. This fish hides in a strange way, burrows, it digs into the sand. Its eyes and its mouth are on top of its head. Do you see the fish? Can you see it? Can you spot it? It's right there staring at you. Here's another one. This is the basking shark. This fish, say that 5 times fast. It eats in a strange way. It swims with its mouth open, swimming around. It eats tiny shrimp that get caught in the sides of its mouth. There it is. I hope you can see that there. That's a big mouth shark. This one's called the parrotfish. It sleeps in a strange way. All fish sleep with their eyes open, but this fish also makes a sack of goop, and it sleeps inside it. So strange. You can kind of see this kind of circle around the fish, and it's sleeping in a little pile of goo. And this one's so cute. It's called the I thought it was called the pufferfish. It's not. It's called the balloon fish. It starts off, it has a good way of scaring away predators. It sees a shark. It starts to swallow water. That's the first step. Second step, it gets bigger. Spikes pop out. And the third one, it swallows more water. Now it looks too big and prickly to eat. So that's going to make the shark think, maybe I don't want to eat this guy. Okay, that was creepy sea creatures. There's lots more. Google it, check it out. Rainbow fish and a big blue whale. Hopefully I have time to read this book today. If you notice the difference, actually, here's the rainbow fish. It had so many glittering scales. You remember that book from yesterday. Now it still has some, but it has less. At the end of this one, it only had one. Now it has more than one, but still less than before. Remember, because it shared its glittering scales with its friends, and now everybody has glittering scales, just like the rainbow fish. A long way out in the deep blue sea, Rainbow Fish and his friends swam happily through the reef. Each of them had a glittering silver scale, except for one little striped fish. But he belonged to the group anyway. So here he is. He doesn't have a glittering scale, but he's still part of the group. They're still friends with him. That's nice. When the fish were hungry, they ate tiny krill. There seemed to be endless amount. That looks like the basking shark we just saw. That's interesting. There seemed to be endless supplies of the delicious shrimp. Rainbow Fish only needed to glide gently through the water with his mouth open to catch as many as he wanted. It was a wonderful life. He's kind of doing just like the basking shark does. One day, a gentle old whale swam by the reef and decided to stay. He liked the spot, since he, too, ate the krill that were so plentiful there, and he enjoyed being around the glittering fish. Often he drifted along, watching them for hours, admiring their beautiful silvery scales. So now here's the big blue whale. He's hanging out with them, and they're all kind of hanging out together. Before long, the fish with the jagged fins noticed the whale watching them. So here he is. He noticed the whale watching them. Why is he looking at us like that? He asked the others. He was in a particularly bad mood that day. See how he's staring at us? He went on irritably. Who knows what he's thinking? Why don't they just talk to the whale? That'd be easy. After that, all the fish grew more and more suspicious of that whale. Look at that giant mouth, said one. Soon the krill will be all gone. Rainbow Fish began to worry. Until now, the fish had always been able to eat their fill. What if the whale did eat up all the krill? And why did he keep staring at them? Was he planning to eat them too? I hope not. The whale doesn't seem that mad, but who knows what he's saying. One day, the whale swam quite near the school of glittering fish. Panicked, the fish with the jagged fins sounded the alarm. "Look out!" he called. "The wicked whale is after us!" Ah! When the whale heard that, he was hurt at first, but soon he grew very angry. "I'll show them," he thought. "I'll teach them a lesson." So the great blue whale shot into the middle of the school and lashed out with his gigantic tail, sweeping the sparkling fish in all directions. Oh no, that's not very nice. The terrified fish fled, racing towards a crack in the reef for safety, but the whale didn't leave them alone. He followed Rainbow Fish and his friends all the way back to their cave. Oh, I was afraid it would end up like this. The whale's being mean. The blue whale swam back and forth, casting sinister glances at the little fish. They were trapped. "I told you that whale was dangerous," whispered the fish with its jagged fins. "We have to watch out for him." After a while, the whale calmed down. He made one last pass, then disappeared behind the reef. So it looks like he's done tormenting them. Nervous but driven by hunger, the fish cautiously left their cave and swam off in search of food. But the battle with the whale had left its mark. All the krill had been driven off. No more food for them. "This is silly," declared Rainbow Fish. "Before we played happily in the sea. Now we hide and tear in our cave. Before there was always enough food for everyone. Now we have nothing. We must make peace with the whale." All right, well, that's a good idea. The other fish were all too afraid to approach the whale. It was up to Rainbow Fish. The whale stared at Rainbow Fish suspiciously. "Please, let's talk," said Rainbow Fish. "This fight was all a big mistake. It drove off the krill, and now we're all hungry." Here they are. They're starting to talk. The two talked for a long time. The whale told Rainbow Fish how hurt and angry their hostile words had made him. "I never meant to harm you," said the whale. "Just scare you a little." Rainbow Fish was ashamed. "I'm sorry," he said. "But when we saw you watching us all the time, we were afraid you might eat us." The whale looked surprised. "I watched you only because your shining scales are so pretty," he said. They both laughed. "Come now," said the whale. "Let's find new hunting grounds." All right. They've solved their problem together. So Rainbow Fish and his friends, protected by their new friend, the big blue whale, swam off together in search of a new home rich with krill. And before long, none of them could remember what the terrible fight had been about. There we go. What a happy ending. And now they're all going to live happily in the ocean together. Another Rainbow Fish story coming at you tomorrow. Bye.